the second part of Vay's base. So he's talking about the Tzomoh Nafshi, the connection to Hashem in the deepest way, identified the levels, the two girses in the Medrash, with respect to the response of Chochmah to the sinner, without repeating that beer, the two girses. But HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Eibishter answers, and that is explained to mean the level of Pnimius HaKesem Mamish, that Yaseh Tshuva v'Yischap Eloi. And Torah, Tiferes Chitzonius HaKesem. So we did this? No. Okay, so this is the summary of the idea without the Pratis Dikim Madregis and Mamar Chazal and Psukim, the general idea of it's Davke through the descent of the Chet. That's the Medrash Nefesh HaChitas, the sinful soul, calls out, Sanasit Simoyin HaNefesh Lashem Ke'eretz Ayefa V'tziyah. So this causes the thirst, the longing of the soul for the Eibishter, like a thirsty and desolate land, because in the state of sin, he was in a place of tziyah v'tzalmovis. And therefore, his soul thirsts with greater intensity than the thirst of the tzaddikim. And Kashem, just like Shedavke b'midbar Yehuda. So Davke, as we explained before, that means Shesviras HaMalchus, that Malchus, which is Neshamas Yisrael, Yired, that's the Yitzir, and the Shechina with them, descends to Yitzir Vaisi Elis Labish Ba'ayin Sorim, to be invested Mamish in Elam Hazeh, in Golus, Nasat Simoyin, Ba'ifan Shalavis Azah, that creates, as the Tzemach Tzedek explains, the intense flame. Mitzad Goylat Simoyin, the Shalavis Azah, Shabavedis HaTshuva, because of the intensity of the flame, the longing, the thirst, expressed in the avodah of tshuva, so Yiddish connects to beyond ishtalshalus adm atzmus oirin sof. Explained before Pnimius HaKesem, Shazoyin, that's the fourth response, the Sholul HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Dafke. They asked the Eibishter what should be his atonement, v'omar yaseh tshuva. And the Eibishter Dafke said tshuva because the Eibishter meaning Pnimius HaKesem, that's what the union of tshuva is and reaches and evokes. And he continues in the Maimah, the first Maimah, because he's quoting two Maimah of the Tzemach Tzedek. Just connected a second Maimah with the first, and it goes back to the first Maimah of the Bichel that was just redeemed. So for this, the David HaMelech is davening, Kain ba'kodesh chazesicha. Pirush, so in holiness I should behold you. Pirush, the same way that this intense longing and thirst, the fire, is present, is evoked, is stirred when Malchus descends from not Bri, not Silas is explained, but rather from Yitzir and Asiya, and from there, Moliovashim Ba'ayin Sodom to be invested in the 17 nations of the world. Cain, Yi, and Nimtza, he's asking, should have the same. Nimtza Islavas Azalazu Ba'kodesh Elyon. I should have this intense love and longing and thirst in the supernal holiness, which is not Malchus and Yitzir and Asiya is explained, but rather Malchus as it is in Atzilus and Bria. And he's asking, I shouldn't have to descend, let me stay, as it were. I want to be Bria, as you expect, and there have this longing and not need to descend to Yitzir and Asiya. Help me. And likewise, the request is with respect to Tzadikim Bali Tshuva, that the tzaddik is asking, came back Kodesh Chazisicha, that he have this intensity of the emes about tshuva. As Baal Shem Tov explains, on the wood cane, he touched the wood cane as halavai. Halavai b'Kodesh Chazisich. Halavai, when I'm in holiness, I behold you with the same intensity and connection as in Midbar Yehuda. Hainu shalavai shegam b'mokim ha'kodesh. Halavai in the place of holiness, mokim ba'oren, the place with ordinance. He meant the Mishkan. Kem shechakosav liris uscha, to see your strength. The koy ala oren. Your strength refers to, as the Mefarshim to explain, all the Mefarshim on the pasuk, that it refers to the Oren. So there, in the place of the Oren, halavai tiyas, explains the Baal Shem Tov, ha'tshek v'hatzimoyin, the thirst, the longing and the thirst, can be b'shor shenimtzayim b'midbar Yehuda. As the Yid is in Midbar Yehuda, b'retzivoy b'limoyim, desolate and tired without water, and thirsty without water. That's one pirush. The pirush is a tefillah request. V'oid pirush was Shemasha Kosev came b'Kodesh Chazisicha, who says that Tzemach Tzedek in this Maimer that came b'Kodesh, so in holiness I should behold you. He laid a kloshen b'Kosher, not merely a request as Baal Shem Tov touched. Halavai b'Kodesh Chazisicha, elegam loshen avtocha. It's an expression of assurance. Kvisha Matzina Dugmosi become a psukim. The word Cain can also mean so it will be. Heaven promises that indeed, if there's a longing in Midbar Yehuda, so it'll also be in holiness. That the longing will be even in the state of holiness. And this is Zoing, and this is fulfilled. This is the same inyan of Malka Mashiach Yesi Lasov Tzadikaya B'Tshuvta, that the King Mashiach will come and make the tzaddikim do tshuva, meaning to say that this is the assurance, is a part of the redemption, that the tzaddikim too, the righteous, will also have this great longing like the Baal Tshuva. So Cain as an assurance. This is the avodah of our generations, we've explained many times in the past. In light of the Ois Gimel, so in light of the above, we're going to have added explanation in the previous Maimer. Being Tfilas Osher, Tfilah L'Moshe. We explained that Moshe Rabbeinu's Tfilah, as opposed to David, which is Tfilas Oni, his is Tfilas Osher, which means he's not asking to fix a lack. And moreover, he's explained the level that he draws on is not that which fixes lacks, chisroinus, as we explained in the previous Maimer. So he explains now again. This Medrash says in the Medrash on Tfilah L'Moshe, the Moshe L'Melech she'omar le'echad v'ata mevakish. So the king asked him, what do you desire? I don't need anything but El Medina Pelenisi. There's a particular state. And the Medina Pelenisi, rather, Hi Chareva, it's in ruin, V'Shalach, and it's yours. Gzer Shetibonda, decree that it be rebuilt. When it's by Liel, we explained before in the previous Maimer, Shatfila, Hu Shetibonda, the prayer is not fill a lack stam. Because if you fill a lack, then there's a future lack. And that's not the inyan here. The inyan here is not the Medina Chareva per se, which is Ein ve'efes, Lagabi the Eibishter, Im Tzedakta matiten li, L'Lashon Chazal, Ma'ich beslei, God does not care, so that's not the inyan. The inyan is v'hishelach. As we explained, the gzor shetibana, because this is your kavanah. So the kavanah is that it be built because binyan adei ad eternally, which means damshacha from atzmos, which means that the reason that this country should be rebuilt, Malchus, this world could be rebuilt, because it's the place where you desire to reside. Not because in any way it's a chesron for you. There's no chesronis and no miles for you, for the Eibishter v'atzmos. But not mitzad chesron and mile in the Medina itself, but it's because it's your desire to have a dir b'tachtoin. That is the explanation of what the Maimar is saying. Shelo yishayich in shachsoran klal, that the tefillah is that there shouldn't be shaykh thing of chesron. It's not a matter of an imperfection in creation that needs to be addressed. Fix the building, bring menucha. That's not the issue. But rather, the kavanah here is you. That your essence be drawn high even in Sefer, which is explained, analogy thinking of Shabbos. No, that's not the Indian. This is explained, reminded you this is it's expressed in Tfilas Mincha of Shabbos. In the Maimar we learned of based on the Mittel Rebbe Mugadik Maimar, the three darkest of Menucha, and it's the third dark of Menucha he speaks over here. And Menucha be'etzem, not a Menucha after work or exhaustion or to fill any lack. That's a Tachlis Agavad. That's Tfilas Osh. In bracket, Chizeh, in Tfilas Osh Dafke, that's the tefillah of the Osher. Tefillah ein al milach chesed, and the tefillah is not that this has to be fixed. Shazeh b'chinas a malak alalmin, that's a malak alam, gam b'chinas sev kalalmin, as we just explained. El alam shoch miyat masayid himself. But it's the essence, you, shal zeli shaykh leim bin shoch soren kanal, that there's not shaykh, that there's any need or lack that has to be fulfilled. It's simply nisave, your desire. More detail now in this Maimar. More detail now based on the Maimar we're learning right now. That where does this bakosha come? L'chayda dafke where from Midbar Yehuda. That the Tzomoh Nafshi touches Pnimius HaKesed. L'chayda is the biggest chesed. It's the biggest chesed. L'chayda in moving, Maya Shaykh, the Tfilas Osher. What's the connection between the Tfilas Osher, Shetibon, and B'chinas Ad Dafka, that it be built in such a way that it's eternal? In brackets, he's addressing, requesting, as it were, the highest level possible. Drawing in the very essence of where there's no lack at all. The Maim of the Matziv, the Medina Chareva. So what evokes that? The Medina Chareva. Tachlis HaYerida. Perhaps we answered the question because we gave us border to what the whole Tfilas Osher is. We really answered it already. We're going to see what the Maimar now adds, gives us words and Oisius and further elaboration. We're talking about reaching a level that is beyond chesroinus, and what evokes that? The most terrible chesron, the tachlis hayirid. It's absolute contradiction. Because he feels that Medina Chareva, so that is mamshech, the level where there's no chesron. But the whole problem is that it's in V'hi Chareva. That's no problem, but he's not asking for Medina which is not destroyed. That must be revealed there. He's asking Atzma should be revealed in the Melai Tzira, in the Elam Abriya. Atzilus, no. He's asking Dafke in the Medina Chareva. That's the biggest chesed. He's saying it's nothing to do with chesroinus. We answered the question all along, but the Maimar is not giving us further elaboration. Because we answered, and really that's the underpinning of what he's saying here, is because this is the Yonis Avi Nechanam. It's not because of Echsodan, because of your choice. But here he's adding what brings out, what's ma'oided by the Eibishter, this Nisava, is the Tzimayin of the Yid that only happens in the Medina Chareva. Let's see the words of the Maimar. Lo pashut, but let's go further. Shedavka ma'im the matzav din charev. It's davka the medina chareva shum bedugmas hamidbar, like the desert at its sea of oyev, desolate and thirsty. Maybe the day at Shukovitz but so this is murder with the Jew, the most powerful longing. So this is what happens. Not just a powerful longing, I'm thirsty, I need to drink. That's a chesed. Talking, the whole point is that he reaches a level where there's no chesredes. Next words, v'loy oid. This is the meridic thing. That this shuka then transitions from this thirst, my thirst, to my terrible lack. V'loy oid, elashat shuka v'tzimayinhu, liya shleimes habinyan ba'ofen naili yaisim b'kamay, loy ha'isem medina charib l'chatchil. Not just a question of filling a lack, give me the water, rebuild it. But this itself, then, this tzimayim opens the yid up to the longing for the gilul likus in such a way that godliness be revealed lamata, higher, even if there wouldn't have been a medina chareva to begin with. So not a question of a lack, but your your kavan. That even in Kodesh, what's the fetch? That even in Kodesh, it's to be not the mile of Kodesh, but because it's you. Not there's a mile and not here's a chesed. But this is your desire. And that should be felt, not just in the Medina Chareva, but, and that's even a bigger chiddush, even in Atzilus, halavai, because Atzilus is a beautiful world, as is. Fine, just the way it is. Thank you very much. Without Hamshachas Ha'atzmus. But paradoxically, it's the terrible lack and the pain, the Gashmius and the Golus in Midbar Yehuda that opens a Jew. It needs to be understood. Logically, on the contrary, that would be only and exclusively about Fil Melak and that I'm happy. No, this opens to Kein Bakedesh Chazisich. Atzilus and loftiest levels, that's not where it's at either, that perfection. It isn't about perfection. It's about your kavanah. And what's ma'ir of that? Dafka the Medina Chareva here, Lamata. Dafka the first that comes from here. Tzarich Iyun, the Maimon doesn't explain the transition. You want to think about it. How did you transition to the loy oid? Lo pashut. I mean, we've been explaining it really all along in the previous Maimon as well, but it still needs to be articulated. And this tension needs to be appreciated, this problem. The dafk in the Medina Charev in Golos are suffering partial begashmis. So it's dafke here that's ma'ored by the Yid, the ultimate tzimoy, not to fill the lack, but that your kavanah be fulfilled. And there, halavai Atzilus would know that too. Why is there an Atzilus? Because of the shleimus of Atzilus. Was ven shleimus? Because there is a kavanah of dir b'tachtonim. So there's an Atzilus, there's a bri, and there's kol advarim kulam. It's this transitional point. L'chod of the pshat is, you want to say an explanation? L'chod of the pshat is, ulei yashleim b'derech hefsher, that you needle a Jew, and you make him want. There's no want in Bria. There's no want in Atzilus. Even Yitzira, there's no want. No want, no tefillah, big zoyshet ibona. They're beautiful worlds. So what are we saying here? It's like, you know what it is? It's like the vod in Hayom Yom, that a sigh of a Jew is truvila. The moment there is this, something is missing by the Yid, and if that then it starts off, what's missing is golus, pain. Starts off agenda, chisreinis, and medina chareva. But then, as soon as this door is opened, in truly something is missing, the real something is missing, then asserts itself. And what's that? The kavanah elyoina, your intent being fulfilled. Just did it b'tachtonim. The Jew just cannot remain with, in this longing and thirst with me. It has to be very powerful. It's the Hayom Yom of what? That Anochas Shuvila of Gimel Tammuz, isn't that? Yeah, Gimel Tammuz, that's right. Huh? That what?
That brings us to a tshukah.
Yeah, so I saw it, but Vanit Good Gashmi, right? That's Gimel Tammuz? It's Eich Shuvila. Right, read it. Yeah, it's interesting. Gimel Tammuz. This is Tfilas Oshit.
A idische Kracht,
A Yiddish
was
Kracht.
kommt, chas v'sholem, besibu von a nit gut Gashmi, is euch a tshuva gdoila. Befrat a Kracht, besibu von a nit gut Ruchni, is a vade, und a vade a tshuva maliosa.
Maliosa, goes Gedoyle Maliosa.
Der Kracht schleppt a reis von einem Kra und stellt a nieder in a Maimed Toiv.
The Maimed Toiv.
Toiv.
Yeah. This is the word over here.
Can you touch that, please?
What?
Yeah, my grandfather said a Jewish groan, which God forbid arises from physical misfortune, is also a great tshuva. How much more so then is a groan arising from spiritual distress, a lofty and effective tshuva. The groan pulls him out of the depths of evil and places him on a firm footing in the realm of good.
Yeah. So this is what we're saying over here. I mean, it's b'derech efshet, it's not explicit at all in the Maimer, not even really hinted, but l'chayre, that's the word. The word is then when a Jew feels a lack, even Begashmi, it's like he says now yom now, and he gives a sigh, because he's a Yid, listen carefully, and because he has an neshama that has a chelek elakam yimal mamish, then that side doesn't end with just I'm missing. Nit good gashmi, there's a physical lack, or even a nit good ruchni. That opens up to what you, Eibishter, are missing. And why are you missing it? Because you decided to. That's the nisava. That's the deepest desire, choice of Atmos to have a diribet achtoinim. That's what's missing. The kavanah elyoina being fulfilled. That's not addressing echsar, and God has no chisreinis. It's touching a level beyond chisreinis. So, but what? So why is? Because that's he chose nisava. Atmos chose. A Yid cannot. You know, it's similar, not the same thing, kind of similar. The Rebbe says in Tanya, we're talking about being remorseful and broken over Avedis. And the Rebbe is very, very cautions us and not to fall into the trap. The Yitzhak will exploit this and lead us to depression, which leads to more Avedis and so on. But to designate time for it, when to deal with even serious transgressions and so on. But then he mentions that when a person is anyway broken over physical things, then use that to be broken over spiritual things, spiritual failures. But it's not the problem right now. The problem now is the business, or God forbid health, God forbid, chas v'shalom, whatever. But for a Jew, they're inseparable. The physical, the spiritual, in the end, they're inseparable. It's a similar idea. So, from this tzomoh in the Midbar Yehuda and Golus, especially the longing of Golus at Mosai, which starts off legitimately and should be the suffering and what's missing in the end. Now it just occurred to me something else, friends. Not in the end, but it will transition into the real lack, and that's your desire for dir b'tachtonim. And what is that really is saying is, I mean, not in this said in this maamar, but when the Jew is suffering the mata, you're also suffering Eibishter. It's your pain. Okay, it's the Mitzvah. So Yid is a part of you, and he's missing, and his golus. It's your pain. It's your pain. So it's a chsorin. It's atzmizdik chsorin. More than just the classic lack. Fix it, it'll go away, then we'll forget about it and move on. It's atzmizdik chsorin. Yesh lahayich. The Maimon is not saying this exactly, so I'm not going to elaborate, but this has to be explained, just this transition. The dafke in the Maimon of the Matzav Medina Chareva. So this brings to the greatest longing, v'loy oid, this v'loy oid. That's what it is, that's what a Yid is. Needle him a little bit, what's really bothering you? What's the real problem? What's the real problem? What's the only solution? The real problem is the Kavon Elyon is not fulfilled. V'hi sheloch, this is yours. This is your chosen residence, your chosen place of desire. So Eibishter, you got to be in pain too. Can't be otherwise. And Takis as I. Let's continue. Shalachein atfili ala medina after the round brackets, yeah. The round brackets was saying Shalachein nemar al zeh keim ba'kodesh chazesicha, the same thing that even in Kodesh, Atzil is the highest levels. I should behold you, I should see you in it all. That all of it is only because this is your desire, not because of the beauty of Atzilus or Bria per se, which is Ayin ve'efes. But you have so chosen. So therefore, it's not just fix the problem. Eternally, meaning to say it reveals this Medina, this world, reveal your eternity, your perfection. You beyond lack and fulfillment, but you, through drawing your essence into this world. And what stirs this is something is missing, which this hergish does not exist. Something is missing in the Eilam Yonim. Not in Atzilus for sure, and not in Bria, not even Yitzir and Asiya. It's only in the Ayin Sarim, it's only in the Midbar Yehuda. As he goes to say, V'hainu shedav ki b'mayim d'matzav shamadina chareva. They're smug worlds. Everything is fine and beautiful. The malachim every day, they're on their trip, and it's a beautiful merry-go-round. It's a beautiful, the Olamas are beautiful, what's we're looking for? A beautiful carnival. Not much a merry-go-round. Up and down, like, they go up and down, beautiful music, and it's every day the same thing. And it's a carnival. No, I'm feeling any lack over there. Elam Haza, Yid feels the lack. So this is Ma'oden unlocks the ultimate lack. They're inseparable. It's only in the Medina Chareva here, Bamidbar, the desert, Be'eres, Siyev. It's interesting how the Rebbe repeats these words again. One gets the sense, for the Hasbara, you don't have to repeat the words again, over and over again. This really makes you see, this is not an explanation on the pasuk and the maamar. This is a likus speaking and crying. You get this sense, especially when you listen to the Maimon. Misoided ha'tshuk about Tzomoh, and so this arouses the longing and the thirst. Ladarge hayos and nihilist to the loftiest level. The Eibishter himself shall send them about which the pasuk says, right? The vote of the Alter Rebbe. Mili b'shamayim. David the Melech says, "Mili b'shamayim, who is for me in heaven? V'im chalecha fatzti baritz, and that which is with you, I do not desire on the earth." What does this mean? Who, no one for you in heaven, and that which is with you, I don't want on earth. What's he saying? Says the Alter Rebbe, quoted by the Tzemach Tzedek and Derech Mitzvah Derech Badug Mizmor Shoy Nisham Allah Shmad Morazokin. So this is similar to what this pasuk is conveying, that which we heard from the Alter Rebbe. B'dveikusa, in these moments of dveikos, he would say, Ich will Zergonis, I want nothing. Ich will nicht den Gan Eden, ich will nicht den Elam Haba. Ich will mehr nicht als dich allein. So that Gan Eden, Elam Haba, that's a Mal Kalam and Sefer Kalam, that's all missing imperfections that can happen as a result of sin, what have you. That's not the thing. But you alone, your intent, your kavanah, your truth, your essence be revealed here in this world, in the eternal truth of your being. Now, Ba'avidus Adam, friends. Yeah, let's go a bit further. Please down it. Friends, it's to be appreciated, this Maimar, this is the Adal of ניסן Maimar of that year. There's two Maimarim. The first one was the Shabbos Agdol, or the Parsha Tzav. And the second one, this is pure, it's the whole capital, Samach Gimel, Tzomoh Nafshi. This is the Rashvi, this is the Rebbe, this is our generation. Yeah, Samach Gimel. The first Maimar quoted from Samach Beis, I think it's Achal Kim Demi Nafshi. This one focuses on Samach Gimel. And a lot of people didn't know it was the Rebbe's birthday in Tafshin Chav Dalet. So it wasn't like wide, no, it was later. They didn't even realize this is connected with, I mean, how could they not? I don't know, but the fact is, Tafshin Chav Dalet wasn't widely known in Lubavitch. The Rebbe turned 60. So here the Rebbe turns 62. No, it's already, when the Rebbe turned 60, it was a Fabrengen. Sorry, it was known already. Being in Ba'avidus Adam, it's this little, like the next couple of lines. But I can just tell you growing up, I mean, he didn't become a big yontif till much later. Till the middle Lameds, the late Lameds.
Tafshin Lamed Beis. Lamed Aleph.
Yeah, Shnas HaShivim Lamed Beis. Yeah. Being Ba'avidus Adam, to understand this, in Ba'avidus Adam, so now in Avodah, so every day, Nasa Adam Beria Chadosh, a person becomes a new creation. That's the order 17. What's order 17? What was that? Right, that's funny. No, I don't know what that's. I'm sorry, I'm seeing things. No, that's the. I don't know what that is. It's Shulchan Aruch. It should be Shulchan Aruch. It's brought down. Hashem returns to him his neshama, new and rested, regua, rested, rejuvenated. Like we say, I thank you, Ella, still is a hemshech of the previous Maimah. Before davening, this appreciation is not internalized yet. It's makif. It's general and not absorbed. But the avodas hatfilah is gala neshama b'chinas pnimius. As we'll continue to learn tomorrow, through davening, we draw the neshama into consciousness, into the guf, in a pnimiusdik way, and the thanks, therefore, is not just a vague, general thank you, but an internalized and engaged one, as you'll explain. Be'ez Hashem tomorrow.